Love where you live and play with Lindsey Management. Affordable apartments and golf memberships at 9 and 18-hole courses. Buying or selling? Trust Lindsey and Associates. Serving the community for over 50 years. Lindsey, #1 in apartments, golf, and real estate.
Want to run faster, jump higher, move with more power? The Sports Recovery and Development Program at Bridges Therapy Group builds speed, strength, agility, and endurance while correcting movement issues that can cause injury. Give your athlete the edge. Schedule an assessment today at srdathlete.com.
It's the 31 days of deals going on at the Lewis Automotive Group. This December, it's all about deals, discounts, and daily giveaways. All deals on our vehicles are backed by the Lewis Guarantee, where you get a 10-year, 120,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's right, double the manufacturer warranty, only with Lewis Automotive. With hundreds of quality, new and used vehicles, see us today for big deals, discounts, and daily giveaways at any of our locations in Farmington, Fayetteville, or Springdale. Wrap up your savings this December during our 31 days of deals, only at the Lewis Automotive Group.
In today's episode, we introduce you to our Lindsey Boys and Girls Athlete of the Week. It is Tuesday, December 23rd, and this is Varsity Vibe Today. Welcome into Varsity Vibe Today on this Tuesday. I'm your host, Alyssa Orange. Hope you guys have had a great start to your week, have started shopping and doing some holiday things with the family as school is out. But of course, the basketball action does not end. A lot still happening as teams get ready to leave for tournaments and play after the holiday season. But this is just an opportunity for them to take a break. They played over the weekend and they get to spend some time with their families before action begins starting again on Friday. And that takes us to our Lewis Automotive opening drive starting after Christmas. Farmington, they hit the road, the girls team does, to go play in the Andrew Johnson Invitational in Greenville, Tennessee. Pea Ridge, the girls are going to host the Lady Blackhawk Holiday Invitational that starts on the 29th. The Bentonville boys team going to go up to Neosho for their Holiday Classic. And the Bentonville West boys going to play in the 12 Courts of Christmas tournament in Kansas City, Missouri. Those are just some of the events happening once the holidays are over. Now let's introduce you to this week's Lindsey Boys and Girls Athlete of the Week. We start with the boys, and a big time congratulations to Bentonville West senior Landon Price on Friday during the NWA showcase at Bentonville High School. Price scoring his 1,000th point as a Wolverine against Marion. Last year as a junior, he was averaging 15.7 points per game, 7.4 rebounds a game, and 2 assists a game, while shooting 47.2% from the field. Of course, he is trying to build on those numbers his final season of high school basketball. Our Lindsey Girls Athlete of the Week honor going to Pea Ridge senior McKenna Ward. She's picked up right where she left off for the Lady Blackhawks a season ago, where she was averaging a double-double in league play, as well as helping them get to 22 wins on the season. She finished with 4 blocks in a game last season against Gentry, had 9 points, 8 rebounds, and a steal against Lavaca last month, and helped lead Pea Ridge to a convincing 63-40 win over Huntsville. So again, congratulations to Landon and McKenna, our Lindsey Boys and Girls Athlete of the Week. Number 1 in golf, real estate, and apartments.
Club Car Wash is the best place to get your ride game day ready. From convenient locations to free towels and vacuums, it only takes a few minutes to have your car looking great. With locations throughout the state and membership starting at just $22 a month. Revive your ride at Club Car Wash.
Quick Turf is the go-to team for building championship-level sports facilities for public schools, private schools, and the entire school district. They also install beautiful backyard putting greens for homeowners. Known for lifelike, eco-friendly turf, Quick Turf handles everything from design and lighting to drainage and final landscaping. Their all-in-one approach delivers high-performance surfaces for athletes and low-maintenance greens that last for years. With preventative maintenance programs, they keep every field and green looking game day ready. Schedule a free consultation today at quickturf.com. That's QIKturf.com.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve. When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
They're just constantly giving back to the community that helped build them.
I would recommend them first, always.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Our sports development and recovery spotlight looking a little different this week as we spotlight the facility itself. Owners Jared and Hannah Bridges started sports development and recovery as an extension of Bridges Therapy Group. And what started as a program in the same space as their children's therapy has now grown into a space next door with specialized attention to athletes. They see all kinds of athletes, from those who are looking to increase their skill set or rehab an injury with a more personalized approach. They've seen these athletes recover and excel. And a big part of what makes sports recovery and development unique is the multidisciplined approach. Their team is made up of PTs, OTs, personal trainers, and athletic trainers, which allows them to complete a well-rounded program for each athlete that they see. I had an opportunity to sit down with Jared Bridges as he shared his excitement of what this has been able to accomplish and where they feel the future is headed.
I want it to be more of the same. I mean, I don't want it to be different, just more of it. We've talked about, because we assess the body mechanics and then we assess the athletic performance, the performance test. And so anything that would be a contraindication or something here's an opportunity that should be prioritized because if we don't address this, they're at a high risk for injury. That's always like the priority. And so you're getting acclimated to being put in positions to move in a way that you maybe don't want to move when you're on your own unless the coach is telling you to change it this way. There's a learning curve for athletes when we're doing that with them. And then once they kind of learn the concepts and understand what we're correcting and why we're correcting it, they'll test out of the body mechanics assessments, and then going forward it'll be performance only. So we've talked about, if we have a classification for the athletes that are training here where the contraindications we've identified have been corrected and addressed, they would be a safer option for group. For a group session, lower price point where we get more people in and maybe there's one coach for 4 or one coach for 6 instead of one-on-one. And so there are a lot of athletes that have been here long enough that they would qualify for that. We've talked about maybe trying to figure out how to do some of that. That would be a really cool way to grow it without feeling like we're giving up what we're doing.
That is going to do it for Varsity Vibe today on this Tuesday. Again, as always, thank you so much for joining us. And we want to remind you, we will not have episodes the rest of the week. We hope that you enjoy this holiday season and time with your family, and we will be able to do the same. And then I am so excited next week. We have our Courtside Chats series starting. So all next week, sitting down with some of these athletes and coaches around the state to not only share their story, but their goals for the season. So really excited to bring you those Courtside Chats starting next week. And as always, I want to encourage you to follow us along on social media. That is TikTok, Instagram, X, and Facebook, as well as sign up for our podcast and our YouTube channel, as well as the newsletter at varsityvibearkansas.com. And we can't do this without our wonderful sponsors here at Varsity Vibe. A big time thank you to them. At L&L Metal Fabrication, strength isn't just in the steel, it's in the craftsmanship, precision, and trust we bring to every project. From small custom jobs to big industrial projects, our team has the experience and equipment to get it done right and built to last. Whether you're building, repairing, or designing something new, we'll help turn your vision into reality. Call L&L Metal Fabrication today at 479-361-9640 or visit llmetalfab.com. L&L Metal Fabrication. Custom craft built to last.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. drivedsi.com.